So we get out, and he's feeling confident, and he's doing an interview. You can see this is the best part. He's doing an interview with the camera, and behind, I'm serving to his tennis coach, and I let one go. And his tennis coach comes up to him, and he goes, your boy's got a D1 serve. And he's like, what? And he goes, we miscalculated this. It's going to be rough. And I aced him 27 times.
No,
I aced him
so
so much that it was so demoralizing. And his children were there. His wife was there. They were cheering for him. Come on, Daddy.
No.
You can do this.
Are you ready for
when I sit. Are you rolling right now? Yeah. Okay, perfect. I do this thing when I sit at dinner with people, and if I sit there, then these two people get ignored because I focus that way, and then they talk to my back the whole time. So I organize where people sit when we go to dinner, and I'll sit them where I can make sure that everyone has a good time. So it's better that I'm on the outside, because if I was there, then I'd have my back to these guys the whole time.
That makes sense. That's actually very nice of you.
Yeah. Well, I know I'm
very socially conscious.
What you call a soft narcissist.
Soft, come on.
I think it's pretty hard. Let me run a scenario by you right now. What if you took
You
your
can't talk.
Dead hooker in my trunk from last night. Can you help me get rid of it?
What if you took your team out to dinner? Let's say it was 15 people.
Okay.
And half of them just got up and left before the bill even came.
Oh, I heard this happened at Barstool.
Last night.
Last
night, and it was one of the more angry, one of the most angry I've ever seen Dave. Not even like screaming and yelling.
It was like serious.
He was just like, "You guys are fucking animals. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you?"
I have genuinely never seen anything like that before. Like Hank came to the bar. He was one of them. He came to the bar to meet us last night, and he told me what happened. And I was like, "Dude,
what are you thinking?
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You just got up from dinner.
It was a $9,000 bill.
What are you talking about?
How much?
$9,000.
Holy hell.
And not only did some people get up, one person left a $20 bill.
I like that guy.
Who left the 20?
It was Brandon Walker.
Classic Walker.
Now, what's funny was I asked your team, and they said you would just be most mad that they were like you were leaving the party.
Yeah.
Like, where are you guys going? Are you going somewhere? Are you going somewhere fun? Let me go to the bar with you.
We went to this place called The Box.
Oh.
And it was bottle service. It was in London. You watch I don't want to ruin it, but it's like a sex show. It's a fucking sex show in London. It's insane, but it's bottle service. And Pete always picks up the bill. It's my credit card, but Pete always picks up the bill. And Pete got the bill, and he was hammered, and it was so bad that as he looked at it, he just couldn't make sense of it. And and we watched him get the bill. He's never had a bill that big. What was it, $6,000 or something? And that's just booze.
Right.
No lap
That's
dance.
just
nothing.
booze, nothing. And he was like, and I've had bills like that. I've had fucking ridiculous bills. And so you get used to them where you go, I'm just expecting this is what it's going to be.
Right.
But yeah, I wouldn't be upset if I was Dave. I'd be upset that they left early and they didn't want to hang out with me.
Right, that's exactly what they said. You wouldn't be mad like, you motherfuckers can't even bother to stick around. You can't even say thank you.
Did they make a gesture? Did they go, let me throw in?
I don't think so.
Can I Venmo?
They just fucking got up.
pretty bad.
Got up and left.
It's crazy.
That's rough.
It's crazy.
That's like
but one of them was coming to meet us.
Yeah.
It was Will.
Yeah, Will and
Hank.
Hank. And then Will today was kind of like trying to double down and defend it. And
He's been defending it.
Yeah.
Wait, well, how does he defend it?
He's like, what the fuck? There's 15 people. Who cares? We were sitting there for 3 hours.
It was a long meal,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man. It
Yeah,
was,
but Dave's. Here's the thing. I'm in Dave's position always.
Right.
And that or unless Rogan's there. Rogan, I don't think I paid for one meal after Sober October ended the first time. I bought the meal because I wouldn't let Rogan buy it because I was like, he always pays for everything.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you do the reach for your wallet and then he goes, no, it's okay. And
No. That's a fucking coward's move. You don't if you're a man and you want to pay for the bill, you walk over to the fucking server and when the meal starts and you give a credit card,
Sneak it in.
And you go, this is the card. That's how a man does it.
Yeah.
I did that one time with Ralphie. We ate sushi. Fucking $2,000 worth of sushi later, I was like, that was a fucking mistake. That was a fucking massive mistake. But yeah, you don't, the whole fucking reaching into the pocket, that's like going like, don't worry, I'm not going to come in you. You know, like,
whoops.
and giving her the whoops.
And that's how Ralphie died.
No, I always pay for the. I don't even want. I like telling people how much I paid.
You like to get the credit?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Super Bowl guys.
Yeah.
$125,000.
Whoa.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Enjoy it.
We haven't even gotten snacks yet.
Enjoy it. No, 6 people.
6 of you?
Yeah, 6 people. Me, Big J, Mark, Shane Gillis, my buddy Tony Hernandez, and his son
how much
Jax.
is it?
Thank you.
$125,000.
Hold on, let me help you.
And I don't even know where we're sitting. I don't even know where we're sitting.
And
You'll
you don't
make
even know
it
the
just-
sushi.
Yeah.
Here's a 20.
But I committed.
Get the Uber.
I committed to buying those tickets to them before I knew what they were going to cost. I said, let's do this show. It'll be fun. It'll be a great time. And these guys are so fucking big as comics right now.
Yeah.
They could have each done a night at the arena themselves.
Totally, yeah.
I don't
And
know.
so we're doing 4 fucking nights at the arena. We're
It's a
moving
bomb
17,000
squad
people.
lineup, man.
It's a
You guys-
ridiculous
Bomb.
lineup.
Big Bob.
You're being hard on yourself.
You really
It was
are,
a tough,
dude.
tough set.
I
we don't have to get into it. But
I'm
I'm
saying,
bringing
like,
it tonight.
There was not even a moment where I was like, oh, like
No.
it was a totally normal set for you. I
You're
thought.
crazy.
You
Yeah,
really
yeah.
are.
Tough spot.
The
Every
Ashy
comic's
joke,
harder on
the
themselves.
Ashy joke is like in the fucking pantheon for me now. That is one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard.
Ah, jeez.
I mean, it's always, I said out loud, I've never gotten, nobody's ever gotten this reaction out of me. I said, oh my God. But that's fucking awesome.
Oh my God, he's bombing.
No, you're
No,
crazy,
you didn't
dude.
bump.
You really
Comics are
are.
always hard on themselves. They're hardest on themselves, unless you're married to my wife, and then she'll be much harder on you.
Oh, she's tough.
She's a fucking.
Really?
Oh, dude.
Really hard to get off.
She'll give you feedback.
She'll give you feedback that hits you in the place that hurts the most.
Yeah.
You need that though, no?
No.
No.
No. Sometimes just don't speak.
I do not take constructive criticism.
I don't do it well either,
If
but
I'm
we're
doing something
fucking
you don't like
assholes.
it, shut up.
Yeah.
It's not going to change. It's
I
going to
think,
make me sad.
there are some people you wanna just vent to and don't want to hear the truth or whatever. But I think some people being like, "Don't put this out; it's gonna suck," is necessary.
Sure. Need a little honesty.
We
You
did
get a bunch of yes
we
men
did the
and-
Greek.
That happened to
Me and
Chappelle.
Mark and Sam Morrell
Yeah.
did the Greek.
That was awesome.
Did the Greek. It was great, right? We all had great sets, all right?
Hot show.
Hot
Great
show.
crowd.
Everyone murdered. The Greek. Get in the car. That was fun. And my wife goes, "So funny. I thought you bombed."
Oh, that's
And
divorce.
I go, why would you say that? She goes, well, I'm just saying, like, I had a really bad seat. I had to sit on the side, so I couldn't really see you on stage the whole time. And, like, my seat, I just thought, and I went, hold on. I just did the Greek. I got a good buzz going. All you
Let
had to
me
do is
live.
just not say a word and let's go to bed.
Yeah.
Go to bed. And I go, why would you say that? And she goes, well, no, I was just saying, like, I thought you bombed. And I went, no, I know what you said. I got the
Jesus.
word.
Don't need to repeat
I
it.
didn't think you had asked everyone there. That was your opinion
That's
coming.
risky talk.
Yeah.
OJ's wife talked like that.
I wrote a joke right that night. I said, I wonder if my wife and I had been married when men could hit women, if we'd have the same relationship. If she'd, like,
You can fucking.
I feel like you'd swing on Leanne once, she'd duck it and just fucking
yeah, that's not
clean
the
your
woman you
cloth.
want to fight, bro.
She's Southern.
yeah.
Just rip out a like pocket knife on you.
Watch these
Chris
girls.
Brown.
I was in
Sorry.
Atlanta 2 weeks ago, and I did the Symphony Hall. It was the first like big theater I've ever done.
Yeah.
And get done. These 2 dudes were at the bar. They were like, "Yeah, we fucking love you. That was the best thing." And both their girlfriends were like, "Eh." I was
crazy.
I was like, "No, what do you mean?" I asked.
Yeah.
And they were like, "It just seemed like the room might have been too big for you."
Oh,
way. God, are you
They got
kidding
me
me?
exactly right.
Right.
And then I was like, "Oh, they probably just don't like my style of comedy. Maybe they're like, whoever they like's gonna suck."
Yeah.
It's like, who do you guys normally like? They're like, we like Tony Hinchcliffe and David Lucas.
Oh,
And I was
weird.
like, wait, and you thought I? They're like, and some of your jokes were like cheap laughs.
What?
They just fucking
Wow.
drilled.
Jeez.
And then
Hire these
Did
girls
you
as
fuck-
and then they
managers.
started talking to me, and they were like trying to be like, "No, we were just. You're gonna be better at it." Like they kept trying to like
keep it up.
Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna leave. I
Yeah.
left.
Brian, it'll work
That's
one
like when a
day.
girl says, "Is it in yet?"
That happened to me when I lost my virginity.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the first time. Yeah, I put a condom on. I got on top of her. I blew my load, and then she said, "Are you going to put it in?" And I went, what? And my dick was between her butt cheek and the bed. I didn't fuck a person. I fucked a mattress. I didn't even need her to be there. Compromised condom. I went back in. Oh, biggest mistake of my fucking life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Well, you just waited to get like a little recovery time and went back in?
No. I was 17. No recovery time. I went back in. I just went back in. Condom.
Full.
And I went back in. It was like if you were going to take a hike and you go, hey, do you want to jump in the river and get our socks good and wet first? It's fucking the most unenjoyable hike of my life. My dick's you ever tried to keep jerking off? Just go, we'll see if I can just push through this. Fucking miserable.
I mean, if there's a time in life you can do that at 17, try to do that now for fucking forget about it.
No.
But back when you were a kid, you can maybe get the reload. We had a girl at the bar yesterday, where we were doing 2 hours of radio, and Dave was doing some mini golf.
You
shit.
keep saying Dave. Who's this Dave?
Portnoy.
No,
Portnoy.
I'm joking. It's a joke. It's a joke.
So we're in Feidelberg.
He's excited about Dave.
Yeah.
Norman 2 times yesterday was like, I heard Portnoy is going to be out here.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Are you a big Dave fan?
Oh, we got to give him to the show.
Yeah.
I think he would like the ashy joke.
I've heard David
He doesn't like
comedy.
stand-up comedy.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot.
It's like,
Wait,
what the
are
fuck
you
does
serious?
that mean?
Yeah.
He likes Chris Rock.
Yeah, we all like Chris Rock.
Yeah. That's it. It's weird.
Well, does he like Coke?
Cocaine?
Yeah.
He's done it 11 times in his life.
Yeah, he's not a cocaine guy.
Oh,
He
for real?
always says,
Oh,
he always says he does
Then
it.
he may not
he's
like
done it
comedy.
11 times.
Oh, guys who don't like Coke usually don't like comedy.
He likes Adderall.
Adderall.
Same thing.
I saw that on Rogan. Wow.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a good. I liked it because it's like he's being honest, but you fucking line yourself up for the trolls on that one.
I think that
Someone-
slipped out a little bit.
It's 50?
30
30.
milligrams.
You said I do 30 milligrams
30's
every
high.
day.
Yeah, and people were like, he just said it, and then I think afterwards people were like, holy shit, dude.
I'll tell you, it cures a hangover like nothing else.
Yeah,
Does it?
let's
Oh,
bring
yeah. I
Dave.
can't do
Let's bring
Adderall.
Dave out to a show. He's probably busy as fuck. But I think he'd fucking like one of us.
Yeah.
I think. I bet he would
definitely
like you,
would not like my act.
but he
Without a doubt.
Yeah,
Dave's too smart.
I don't think
Dave's
so.
too smart to see me and go, oh, yeah, the shirt thing, I like it.
Oh, you take it off. Okay, yeah.
Oh, wow.
No, he is, I also, like, we've done so much in comedy with our show that he automatically has to not like it. If it's something
But
that
he
we
was
do.
born before us. He never liked
Yes,
comedy.
I agree, but I think the double down on it's like, oh, these are your friends? Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't
Does
like that.
he like Bill Burr?
Yeah, he does like Bill.
He likes Bill as a person.
I don't know if he, I don't even know if he
Jesus.
knows Bill's act.
Well, that's usually the opposite. Oh, Jesus Christ.
well, I think they are.
No,
very,
he likes OJ's work after football.
Likes Harvey now.
Yeah. Jesus.
yeah.
Cosby's
I don't
later
know.
work.
I don't know.
I remember when he was doing pizza reviews, and Sebastian came to New York, and he sold out. I think he sold
Madison Square Garden.
four
Yeah.
nights at the Garden.
I went to one of those.
He moved like 100,000 tickets that weekend, and Dave was like, "Who is this guy?"
Yeah.
and I was like, "He's selling out the entire city."
There we
you go,
go.
big boy.
I'm not going to get sunburned on my fucking arm for
That's,
my show.
I'm getting fucking.
I'm going to get my
Yeah.
whole fucking body
get
and look
cooked.
gorgeous
I
on stage.
offered you the good stuff.
Yeah,
You
let me
wanted
get some of
it?
that
Your
cream,
Irish is
dude.
showing,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
You're getting pink.
But he was like, I don't even get, like, why would I have him on my show? I was like, he has like half of Manhattan going to see him this weekend, man. That's why.
In all fairness,
Yeah.
In all fairness, and I am a huge Sebastian fan as a person and as a comic. Dave Portnoy and Sebastian Maniscalco on
No.
a podcast.
Oil and water,
I would
man.
rather watch a fucking beheading video.
Well, those are good fun anyway sometimes. You know?
I mean,
true.
those two. Sebastian's he's not an oversharer,
Right.
and Dave doesn't like drown in the shallow end.
Right.
So
No,
like the
it's-
two of them together, it just would be
You're
rough.
right. You're totally right. But to just, he's like, I don't even. No, I don't need this guy.
I did a podcast with Dave. Dave's got a little bit of the Rogan in him. I did a podcast with Dave one time. Me and Bill did.
Steroids?
No. And he just is a guy that goes like, "What the fuck do you mean? I
do
don't
it.
get
Just
it."
put it on your face, bro. I know you want to do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's the guy who does what?
He just goes like you'd ask a fun question, like a question that could take you into a fun direction? And he'd go, no, I don't get it.
Dave is not here for hypotheticals and fun.
I did that for 10 fucking years where, sometimes it's like you just go with the joke.
I think I said to him, I said,
the joke, you understand the take.
Dave has a beautiful left-handed swing, baseball swing. And I think I said to him, would you ever want to buy a minor league team? And he's like, no, next question. Why would I ever want to do that? And I was like, okay.
Yeah, good fodder.
Thought maybe I could tell you my bit about wanting to buy a team, but I guess we'll Brewster Millions this.
Yeah, we once did a Barstool Idol, it was called.
Cool.
And we had people compete to try to get a job.
Yeah.
And I remember this guy came up and he goes, I got a buffet of bits for you guys today. And it was like, God. This kid waited online for hours. I was like, see you fucking later, man.
Oh, yeah.
You remember Michigan Man crying?
Oh, yeah.
We had a kid compete for this job. And it was elimination day. So there's 3 judges, me, Dave, and someone else. And he's sitting in the crowd. And I look out and he's just going. And I was like, "Are you fucking crying,
he was
man?"
outright weeping.
It was kind of like a game show. It was like day 1, you all have to sleep in the office. Day 2, there's a competition. Day 3, you've got to do some stand up, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And they get to know each other a little bit. And he was like, I just know one of us is going home.
No.
And Dave was like, get out of here, you pussy.
You kicked him out for that?
Yeah, no, he got the boot, I think.
No,
he did
later.
He got the boot eventually. Yeah, he was Michigan Man. I'll never forget that guy.
Was that in New York?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that office is so nice.
Yeah, this was the office prior to that, but yeah, we've got a monster spot now. It's fucking crazy.
This is the business model. This is Shannon and I were talking last night about what you guys do and how it's such on a fucking big level and how it really is good for comedy. But I don't think it's been good, despite Dave not caring that it's good for comedy. It's good for comedy, and you guys have all been so kind to comedians and putting us over with your fans. It's kind of symbiotic.
It's my pleasure. Man. Yeah, totally. I was gonna say I love to do that, but it's been huge for us because I think you guys are in the middle of a golden age of comedy or a renaissance of comedy, whatever you want to call it, where podcasts and stand-up are just...
You got that right.
It's
Cosby's back.
To me, it's like sports, is always king.
Yeah.
And then if you think of the next thing that people follow or have you're fans of, it's in our demo, it's comedy.
Well, Shannon, we were talking yesterday, I think it was before Mark got to the house, about how our demographic is also closely tied to OnlyFans models.
Really?
You think the same people who...
It's why Glenny Balls is a goddamn genius. because every person who subscribes to those OnlyFans also loves sports and fucking fat dudes who tell jokes. And we were trying to brainstorm of how to do something adjacent to what Glenny Balls does, because it's really brilliant. It's really brilliant.
Your idea is good. You wanted to bring them on and punch them?
Hold on.
That was the plan.
Hold on. You're pitching it wrong. I wanted to knock the wind out of them, because everyone makes a hilarious sound when they get the wind. It's like Hot Ones, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's like, "Oh, it's
Make
so hot,
them
it's so
suffer.
hot." It's the moment. You want to catch the moment, the real moment that you can't script, you can't fake.
You can hear most of those girls get the wind knocked out of them.
How great would it be?
Everything else knocked out of them.
They consent. You get a doctor on thing. Everyone's behind the camera on staff. You put on a funny boxing glove with a sponsor, and then you just
punch a whore.
You just
right in the
punch
back?
him in the stomach. No, in the
stomach.
In the back. Maybe in the back is better, but you knock the wind out of them, so they go.
Guys would jerk off to that.
Sure. Honestly, that's probably easier than the regular one. Just one punch to the stomach and I'm done. Let's fucking go. It's a lot easier than.
We got sportsbook ads, KFC Radio, where all the real sportsbook players come to listen to podcasts. The Barstool Sportsbook is the sportsbook made for stoolies, and it's the only place to find exclusive picks and parlays from Big Cat and El Prez. It's just funny that they have us reading this. These two guys, Big Cat and El Prez, man, they're giving out good picks all the time. It's crazy. Can't miss stuff. You can follow them or fade them. It's totally up to you. It's totally up to you. Whatever you want to do with the Big Cat and the El Prez. go to Barstool Sportsbook. It is the sportsbook for stoolies. The Barstool Sportsbook lets you bet however you like with daily odds boosts, live in-game markets, move the line teaser bets, and Parlay Plus for awesome same-game parlays. iCasino is also available in select states with your favorite table games and slots. Now offering a $1,000 new player bonus. If your first bet loses, get up to $1,000 in bonus cash. Jeez, I can't read on this one. Oof. So download and create an account today. Be sure to use code KFC, you sports gamblers, and unlock Unlock the $1,000 new player bonus. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
What I'm about to do.
The funniest thing when someone gets the wind knocked out of them.
There's nothing good about aging and getting old, except for the fact I think pretty much after the age of like 15, maybe a little older when you're in college, you do some dumb shit. Like, I'll never get the wind knocked out of me ever again.
It could happen.
Put it this way, if it does, something has gone catastrophically wrong.
I fell out of a tree last week.
See, I'm not climbing a tree.
I think
I'm not climbing anything.
Dude,
the wind knocked out you is why
just watch porn. Why climb a tree to jerk off?
I was chasing a kid. But
I can't tell if this is a Norman bit or
I was just climbing a tree, just fucking around, and I fell back. And because it would look, you ever see a tree that's so climbable?
Yeah.
Low branch.
Yeah.
There's not many climbable trees for me. It's got literally have a fucking ladder on it.
We could get you on a stump. But yeah, I climbed that tree and I just lost it and fell backwards, and I hit a branch on the bottom like a root, and I just and it sucks.
See, I will never climb a tree again.
All right.
I'm keeping both of my feet on the ground until I'm dead.
Do you know the number one reason people mostly fall out of trees? And it's not overconfidence. Shout out to Shane Moss. Snakes.
Oh, really?
They grab onto a branch and it's a snake.
Whoa.
Really?
Yeah. Number one reason people fall out of trees.
Fuck out of me.
Yeah.
Oh,
We were in
Vietnam, and they told us don't grab onto the trees because it'll be a green viper, and you'll grab onto it. Like if you're to like steady yourself. So you had to walk through the thing, and I was like looking for vipers every step I took. Fucking terrifying.
I'm so happy you didn't pick a weird place like that for a trip. I had a bad feeling you were going to do that for the comedic effect. And
we were going. I told you we were going to go to Morocco.
But Morocco's not too crazy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's technically Africa, right? But it's not like, I thought you were going to be like, we're going to the Serengeti, get your malaria shots. Just to be like, isn't that funny?
Yeah.
It's like much, much happier with fucking Amsterdam.
Just went to Africa, took the malaria shots. Fucked me up more than malaria would have.
Yep.
Really?
The dreams are horrible.
Dreams.
They're horrible.
No way. What?
Wild dreams. That was
What
MLK.
happens?
It was crazy. Just like
He had a dream.
yeah. But I had stomach pains. I couldn't move one day. I had to like take a whole day off.
Just
ruin
give
the
me
trip.
the malaria, yeah.
And I just stopped taking it. I was like, this is too much. It's not worth it.
Really?
My dreams were fucking magical. Like magical dreams. I ended up selling them to Comedy Central. They were fucking amazing.
Like the stories of your dreams?
My dreams, they were so intense, I would get up and record them. Because I was like, this isn't real. Like they were next level. I had a dream that, I had a dream one time that I went into Stanhope's house, or into Rogan's house, and it was like Game of Thrones. There were fires everywhere, and they were like, Rogan grabbed me, he goes, Stanhope's been waiting for you. He wants you to read his book. I was writing a book at the time. So I go see him, and I go, what's up? And he's like, I want you to read my book. So I was like, sure. And he gives me a folder. It's got a piece of paper on it with just like 3 paragraphs. And he goes, read it. So I read the paragraphs, and I go, it's great. It's awesome. He goes, turn the page. I turn it, and it says, take one of these and read it again. So I take the little piece of paper, I read it again. I go, I don't get it. And he goes, it's acid. Wait till it kicks in. I've picked the perfect words to show you the perfect story. And then I look at the paper, and now the letters are fighting each other, like on horseback, like, blah, blah. And then they glimmer, and they raise off the thing.
I bet the N won.
What? I was like, and that was a dream I had. So I fucking woke up, I wrote it down. I had a ton of them. I had fucking crazy goddamn dreams.
You were there for comedy or for
Honeymoon.
Oh, that's right, honeymoon.
Yeah, safari.
Congrats, man.
No comedy.
That
I figured I've been to China, we've been to Australia, we've been to Europe. Where will somewhere I'll never do a set? The jungle. So That's where we went. And it was awesome.
Oh, did you go to South Africa?
Yeah.
I did stand up in South Africa.
Really?
Yeah, it was awesome. It was great. Yeah, South Africa is fucking great for comedy.
Really? Do they have clubs?
Yeah, they have clubs and you do theaters. I mean, they show up. You could do a theater in South Africa. And then there's a short trip to Antarctica if you want to go to Antarctica.
Antarctica.
They have a show for 3,000 scientists.
3,000 in Antarctica?
3,000 people live in Antarctica, and they all live in the same little fucking village.
What?
And I guess if there's nothing to do up there.
Private jet, $15,000.
That's nothing.
I know, right? Private jet, South Africa, South Antarctica, $15,000. Fucking
and you said there's a theater there, or just 3,000 people live there?
You can set up. I think they do have a theater. You can set it up, but it's. I mean,
they probably come from far and
wide. They're fucking human beings that move to Antarctica. They're social.
No,
they're the weirdest fucking humans we have on this planet.
Yeah,
it's people that think Lex Friedman's too outgoing.
You know what else is like that? I just went to Key West. That's a whole other world over there.
Antarctica, Key West.
Well, it's people who ran over a kid in the 80s, and they're like, I got to just escape, and just drink all day.
Anyone who lives on an island is running from something. It could be Antarctica, it could be fucking Martha's Vineyard. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
I say you stay there year round. Forget about it.
Alaska's got those people.
Yeah,
Alaska's got those people. But yeah, Key West is fucking awesome.
It's awesome.
I fucking love Key West.
I always say
I could live there.
It's like if New Orleans fucked a Red Lobster, because you got the party, but there's beachiness too.
That's so funny. Let's do states that you have, because mine is Alaska's like Colorado, but with a big dick.
All right, let's see.
Dallas is like if Texas let you come in it. Oh, that's Austin. That's Austin. Fuck, I fucked it up.
Denver is like if Portland raped Dallas.
What's Philly, Shane?
I don't know. I'm not participating.
Come on.
Philly's like
if you punch a pregnant woman.
Philly's like if Belfast could read.
I was gonna say if Boston had a pill addiction.
Hey, I like that. But they already do, I think. They love the opioid.
We were in Philly after a show once, and we were walking to McGinn's. Is that the bar there?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
It's old school. It's old school Philly bar.
Yeah, real old. And we were walking, and dude, it was. I had heard that Philly was crazy with like the perks and shit like that, and it was like walking through like The Walking Dead. Everyone was a zombie.
Yeah.
And some dude comes up to me just like fucking all pilled out, and he's like, "Dude, do you have $5?" And I was like, "No, I don't." He goes, "Come on, bro, I'm about to shit my pants." And I was like, "What are you gonna do with the $5? It's not gonna help you. You fucking plugging it? Like, what are you talking about?"
Now I shit my pants, but I have $5.
Right.
But Philly, what's interesting about Philly, it's a good comedy town.
Yeah.
One of the best.
Yeah.
One of
really
the
is.
best comedy towns.
Well,
Philly,
right
Boston.
now, Philly is. There's like
there's a lot.
like 8 to 10 of you guys who are all
that's
fucking
true.
awesome.
Yeah.
Big crew.
You guys are like the Pete Holmes crew of
Chicago.
Chicago. That Chicago crew is thick.
Mulaney,
Do you
Pete
think
Holmes,
that's
TJ
like
Miller, Kumail.
coincidental, or you think it makes sense that like you guys all kind of like push each other and competitive and all that kind of shit?
Yeah, I think that's probably how it works.
You need enough people in the city to have a club and a scene.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, because like I'm from New Orleans, we had no comedy. There's a bar show once a week, maybe.
So
That's
yeah,
weird.
I would think
I
that it
know.
would be good to be like, you'd be like the king of comedy there, but it's like there's not enough of a scene to have
Yeah.
people come out and buy tickets and all that shit.
I was the king, and then I
Interesting.
moved to New York, and I was the worst.
Right.
You know, it's
I
not
never,
good.
I never did it anywhere. I just did it in New York. I did it once in Tallahassee, and I was like, I'm better than these people. I was like, I'll go to New York and just murder.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no, they're taking my lunch money every day, Mom.
Exactly.
What the fuck am I supposed to do? I felt like Mary Tyler Moore when I got here.
Throwing your shirt up.
Yeah. I'm gonna make it after all. Dun, 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 dun. Those comedy scenes are fucking fascinating to me. San Francisco is a comedy scene for like Mark Maron, David Cross, Patton Oswalt, that group. Florida had a great comedy scene. Mitch Hedberg, Jim Brewer, Billy Gardell, Brian Regan, Dennis Regan,
Todd Barry.
Brian Regan
Tosh.
Brian Regan. Tosh is Florida.
Yeah, Florida's big.
But Philly's always had like you had Big J Okerson, Kurt Metzger, Kevin Hart. That was a good little group. But your scenes.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I don't know what to say. Yeah, it's a good group. You got a good group of guys.
You're getting awkward because you're the top dog in Philly right now, and you don't like to say that.
Nah,
you don't
David
like to
Brenner.
admit it. Everybody knows that you're killing it, and you're always just like, no, man, no.
But that's fucking the fun of Shane. It's like you gotta love the thing for what it is, right?
Yeah.
It's like Slash used to collect poisonous animals, and one day there was an earthquake, and they all got loose in his house, and everyone was like, "What the fuck?" And he goes, "Yeah, but that's why I love them. Is my house is filled with fucking poisonous animals now? Like that's what I like. Like that's fucking yeah. But that's the thing is like if you there's people that don't like me, right? Because I'm who I am. But if you like me, then you go, but that's why I love Bert.
Yeah.
And so there's people that may go, like I don't get it, but then once you get it. Then everything he does is great because you're like, oh no, I get it.
Yeah,
right.
I mean, I feel like it's got to be awkward when you go from, not that it can take a long time. It's you grind it out and shit, but when it does happen, I feel like it happens.
Yeah,
and all of a sudden you go from, clubs to theaters and then arenas real fast, and all of a sudden you're like, wait a minute, I'm doing the same type of material and the same act, and now I'm making hundreds of thousands.
I gotta get better at like when there's like a team of people now. Like when I show up to a venue and there's like here's the promoters. There's like 6 people. There's like a catering person. Like, what do you need? I'm just Bud Light.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
That's all.
Fun.
We do like what's on your rider? I'm like,
just Bud Light.
Bud Light and water. I don't know. We're fucking good, man. But I mean, I think the longer you can stay that way, I think the better, though.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I mean, it's hard once you start to make real money, right?
Yeah,
things are going to change.
But people
the more
abuse
you
the
can
shit
stay
out of it. The Air Force One stories you've all heard. Have you heard that?
Actually, I'll defend him on that.
Wait, what was this?
I don't want to
I won't say his name. I won't say his name. But there was a comic who, in his rider, he had to have Air Force Ones for every show.
Provided by the club.
Brand new. And it makes sense. By the way, and this sounds crazy, I always thought that was insane. Until you start realizing you're also making a lot of people money. What would make your life a little easier? And I would be like, traveling without shoes would be very fucking nice.
That's true.
If they're fucking a pain in the ass, and if I want to wear fresh ones, brand new every show, I could definitely go buy them, or I could just put it in my rider. It's coming off the top.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
the club isn't paying for it.
Good point.
Somebody's got to go buy you a pair of size 11 fucking Air Force Ones and have them on site.
They're not. It's not coming out of a waiter's pocket. It's coming out of his money.
Yeah.
Like I would like in my rider, but it would be too difficult for them to find. But a brand new James Purse shirt for every show. They're $70. They're expensive $80 shirts.
Why are you getting a shirt?
I love it because I want to take it off and throw it into the audience. But I want to have a shirt at the end of the night. So like it would be nice to have a shirt that I could throw into the audience and then go, I also have a shirt to go home with.
Got it.
But then all of a sudden I'm literally buying, I'm like traveling with like 20 fucking shirts and coming home with 2. Right?
I mean, that's the life of taking off your shirt like an idiot.
Yeah.
I've just been putting like toiletries and shit on my rider because now I don't have to buy toothpaste. I don't have to buy deodorant.
Damn, that's a good idea.
I just throw it in my bag.
That is great,
I always
actually.
fucking forget toothpaste.
Every time. Deodorant and toothpaste.
Same.
Every time I'm like, the 2 things I absolutely need, I fucking forget every time.
Rogan.
Day 3, be like, all right.
Rogan.
You gotta get it together, John.
Is that your rider?
I'm a rider. I have Rogaine.
That's a good one.
I have Rogaine. But it's not, I don't need it every day, but what was happening is they were buying it every show. And then I had like 270 bottles of Rogaine. And I was like, I won't be long this long.
Alive this long.
Yeah, riders are interesting. You know, the old one, I think this has played out, but Van Halen had green M&M, green M&Ms.
Oh, I've heard that as Mariah Carey.
I think that's a little bit of an urban legend.
Yeah.
Everybody
I
had
heard Mariah Carey. I don't know if it was no green. I thought it was, but maybe one specific color. Or maybe it was Skittles too. Whatever.
Mariah
One of
Carey's
those
fucking
things.
crazy.
I heard Nick Cannon just request diapers.
Dude, he's wild.
Who's got more, Nick Cannon or Elon?
He did answer the internet once, and we're not so sure that he can read. I had to take over reading the cards.
There's a lot of people that can't read.
Floyd Mayweather.
I think you'd be shocked how many people
People
can't
not
read.
being able to read is so fucking funny. Just driving down the street, looking at road signs, like
Maybe.
Is that one way?
Could be.
You should hang out with my
fuck
daughter
is that
Isla.
town?
My daughter Isla's dyslexic, and she really has a hard time reading. Like she can get it, the idea there, but sometimes she'll fuck it up. The other day she came in and she goes, can you believe they're outlawing adoption in Mississippi? And I looked at it and I go, that says abortion, Isla. And then she looks at me and goes, oh, so they want orphans. Okay.
The exact opposite.
I met a guy who couldn't count. That was crazy.
What?
Yeah, I never learned how to count.
To like
Never learned
Eddie,
how to count.
like
He'd be like 1, 2, 5.
that's
Two,
crazy.
No, it's like,
like, fuck,
how many of
what's
you
next?
were there? And he's like, 20. No.
That's hard.
I just made that up.
Who was it? Someone we work with was trying to explain their idiocy, and they were like, "I have dyslexia, but it's for numbers."
Rudy says he's dyslexic.
And it's like that's just called being dumb.
yeah, he's
Yeah.
totally numbers
There is a
wrong,
word
man.
for that. Dyscalculia.
That's what he was saying. But I was like, no, that's made up. You're just fucking stupid.
Oh shit! My mom told me I had that.
I mean, what does that mean?
But if you tell me, so when I get my numbers at the end of a show, I get my settlement, I like to add up the weekend and find out how much I made at the end of the weekend. And so I'll go and put like, I'm going to stop telling this story.
Well, let me ask you
Well,
this.
tell it one more time.
No, I just realized in telling this story, it's coming out as a brag.
Yeah, no fucking kidding.
Because
Bert.
I gotta
I
remember
was
so
about
many
to be like,
numbers.
so,
As I'm
you know,
doing
a
this,
couple
I'm like,
commas in
yeah,
there.
and I'm like, it's like 913,074, 913,074, 913, and you go, do you make $900,000 on this show? So, but in the middle of telling that story, I was like,
Super Bowl
this is,
tickets are nothing, bro.
yeah.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. When you're at your best, you can do great things, but sometimes life gets you bogged down and you may feel overwhelmed or like you're not showing up in the way that you want to. Working with a therapist can help you get closer to the best version of you. Because when you feel empowered, you're more prepared to take on everything life throws at you. If you listen to this show or not, we talk about therapy pretty regularly, not over the top. I don't talk about it all the time. It's just maintaining, right? I don't talk about how healthy I eat all the time. I don't talk about how much exercise I do all the time. But they're all part of a complete life. Therapy keeps you in line. We're all about it. If you're thinking of giving therapy a try, BetterHelp is a great option. It's convenient, flexible, affordable, and it's entirely online. I think I've always said my issue with therapy is always sitting in the office, in the waiting room, and I'm always, because the stigma's not completely gone with everybody, no matter how bad we want it to be, and I'll be like, what's wrong with that guy? What's he doing here? And that's a good thing. Everyone there, most of us are just pretty normal, doing maintenance days. Fill out a brief questionnaire or to get matched with a licensed therapist and switch therapists anytime with no additional charge. If you want to live a more empowered life, therapy can get you there. Visit BetterHelp.com/KFC today. Get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/KFC.
Do you guys have managers? Like, how does that work?
I mean,
I got bosses.
Okay.
yeah, like
That's good.
We're in a weird spot.
Yeah.
Because Barstool has people that do manager work, but
Are they
for
taking
everybody,
10%?
That's like they get a salary and then so they just do that.
Yeah.
But like we have been around long enough and we're starting to do our own thing a little bit, kind of doing our own tour. So then, but I don't know. I feel like a lot of those professions are not necessary anymore.
I know. They're starting to kind of go away. People are just getting an assistant.
Yeah, I'm sure it's like logistical shit that you don't want to take care of, but you could if you wanted to.
Yeah, but assistants are incompetent.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're fucking useless. No, what's happening is it's the Segura model. It's the Ali Wong model. What they do is start a production company.
Yeah.
They start a production company and then they do what they want, and then they have that person that they hire.
You got to find like the really right people to be an assistant. I feel like that, that would be for me to like trust somebody with everything. The numbers,
everything.
the family.
It would be like a relationship. It's like, I don't trust you.
Yeah,
so
so
it's not even, this isn't going to work for me because I'm not going to trust you.
Yeah, they read the DMs.
Oh, that's weird.
What would you do if you had an assistant and you said, hey, if I cheated on my wife, you keep it between us, right? And he went, nope, I'd tell her immediately. You'd fire him, right?
Yeah,
probably.
Of course.
He goes, and then Leanne just leans in. She goes, he knows where his bread's buttered. Fucking red. I said in front of Leanne, I go, Pete, would you, if I cheated on Leanne, would you keep it between me and
Oh,
you?
it was in front of her? Yeah, you got to say yes, of course.
But no, he meant in real life he did.
Did you mean it?
Yeah.
You bitch,
dude. If your assistant did that, you could kill them. I think you go out to murder them on the spot.
Yeah.
No jury would convict. Come on.
Pete's pretty fucking legit. You hung out with him. He's pretty fucking legit.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if you find a guy like him, it's awesome.
Pete's
Trying
the
to
man.
go through that, though,
1 in a million.
is, I don't know.
How many did you have before Pete? How many assistants?
A couple. My cousin Andrew was the most hilarious assistant in the world.
Oh yeah, where's he
I know.
been?
I didn't want to bring it up. I
miss
wish he
him.
was here for the Super Bowl. He likes the birds.
Yeah, he's fun. He's funny as shit.
What
and
happened?
He's fun as fuck. He just
He's having fun. He's having fun.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
You just got to be a loser like Pete, and then you're good.
he was a fucking he was like great. There's a generation of dudes who I'm older than them, but they're the guys who really get memes and really get like Harambe and
Tony, 2012.
and fucking Jeffrey Epstein.
right.
Like that generation of dudes where that's their joke.
Right.
And Andrew's that generation, and Shane's that generation. Like, and they're the same generation, but like he was what was the one with the guy who's running?
Dude.
George Floyd.
We said it the entire time, dude.
Automatic.
Oh,
Drinking beers.
yeah.
Automatic.
Yeah.
It was
That
the
was
Supreme
fun.
Court guy they said raped that girl in high
John
school.
something, John Ferry or something.
What's his name? Brett Kavanaugh.
Really off. I was really off.
He was the best.
Close.
Oh, he's the
We
best.
watched it the whole tour.
Yeah,
Me and
Andrew
him
would
said
play
it
it.
the entire time. Just go, automatic. It's so good.
That's where Andrew's skill set laid in like bringing that to you or telling you. Like he was really good at like jokes and like what was off and what was maybe not so politically correct anymore. Like, he'd be like, oh, no one says that word for like 20 years. They're called travelers now. So
Oriental is out.
and so, and he was great at like movie night. Like he'd go, "Who wants to watch Apocalypto?" And everyone's like, "Fuck yeah, I
that
want
was
to watch
a great
Apocalypto." Dude, he was the
great
fucking
That is a
best.
fucking. That's an important person.
It was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but not the best at getting you to an appointment on time.
A good hang.
Talk about. This is a perfect Andrew story. I hope he's not mad that I'm telling this. When we were in Serbia, we take the whole cast and crew to this bar, and it's fucking bottle service. It's fucking expensive. The bill comes back. I don't even know. It's like $7,000. And my director Peter Atencio was going to pick up the bill because I'd already taken the crew out to eat. I'd done a lot of big things, and Andrew just steps up and's like, "I got the bill," and we're like, "Fucking big dog," and he goes, "Give it to me," and fucking signs it. $2,000 tip, dunzos. Next morning he goes, "That was a fun fucking night." I said, "Yeah, it was," and he goes, "I appreciate you picking that up." I said, "You picked it up." He goes, "Well, I got it for you." And it's like I wasn't gonna pay for it.
I just did
I
that.
go, "Andrew, you don't get to fucking be the guy that writes the thing." And then I thought you paid for it. He goes, "Fucking $7,000 to spend on beers." But then the fucking legendary, or just someone else might have paid for it.
And now Andrew works for Portnoy.
Andrew would be a great Barstool guy, but he does his own thing. He likes his own.
Do you guys have like assistants and shit?
No.
Are you gonna go down that road eventually?
Hopefully, yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully, if things go well.
I feel like you're gonna have. You'll pick
I'll get
a
Andrew.
great dude.
We'll be late for everything.
Sorry, we watched Apocalypto.
No, that reminds me of when we were watching those movies, just Dave.
Oh yeah.
It was so fucking funny. Now, what was it?
Manzi.
Yeah,
Pirates.
Apocalypto. It
Yeah,
was
Manzi
Apocalypto.
and Apocalypto.
Manzi and Dave came. We were so pumped to watch the rest of this movie.
Oh, my
We watched
God.
the first half before the show, and then we were like, "Oh, I can't wait." And then after the show, we're like, "Nice, we get to watch the second half of this movie." The three of us, it'll be nice. And then Dave and Manzi got on the bus, and they fucked that movie up, dude. They didn't shut up fucking once. Dave said at the very end of Apocalypto, when the ships are on the, you know what I mean? At the end of Apocalypto, the fucking Spanish are arriving, and Dave just goes, "Pirates." Full serious, dude. Just
Full serious.
Pirates
It was
discovered
bad.
the Mayans.
Manzi, we start the movie, Manzi, and the subtitles are on. And Manzi goes, "Turn off the subtitles." And we're like, "What?" He goes, "Turn off the subtitles. We're not supposed to read it. This is an art piece."
Oh, God.
And then Shane goes, "Mans, are you fluent in ancient Aztec?" And he goes, "We're not supposed to read it." And then we get to the part where he goes, "My name is Blackpaw. I have hunted these forests for years. My father hunted this forest. My father's fathers hunted this forest. This is my forest." And I go, "Manzi, were we supposed to just guess that speech is what he was saying?" Yeah, those bus hangs are great, man.
the best.
Good movie on there.
You do describe the bus as like we had a Barstool bus. Well, you didn't have the bus. You just drove around a pickup truck, right?
Yeah. For the Blackout Tour, we just had a pickup truck, but then we ended up getting an
Do you think
RV.
you think the Blackout Tour would be better if it was a RV?
Probably, I guess. The truck didn't really bother us.
Yeah.
Like, but we were like fucking 20 years old.
Yeah, it was like anything didn't matter.
The truck was fine.
We destroyed our RV though. Like we were just a bunch of animals who treated it like trash. So then being on the bus it smelled bad. It didn't have this. It didn't have that. I'll never forget Hank when he was emptying out the shit.
Yeah.
He was just, puking on the ground while emptying out the raw sewage.
On that bus, we were in Tallahassee one time. We were parked outside Potbelly's. Some kid had definitely done a bunch of coke. He had not done it on the bus, but he was just he started having a heart attack on the bus. And Barstool was such a young company where I was I think I was the senior person on staff. I was like, get him off the bus. He could die on a fucking sidewalk. He can't die on the
Not dying in this
Drop him off at fucking 911.
Yeah, we kept him alive until the ambulance came, and then we went for a walk.
You guys are hanging out with Hamlin?
Potbelly's first place I did stand up.
Really?
That's the first place I ever did stand up.
At a Potbelly's?
Yeah, at that Potbelly's.
It's not like a restaurant. It's a bar. It's a bar.
Okay. I was like, wait a second. What?
That's the name of his next album.
Potbelly's. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
The Blackout Tour would have been. Bert would have loved the Blackout Tour. Did you know about that? Where you were like,
No.
Blackout Tour was just when EDM and techno was the scene. We jumped on that early. Like our first ever Blackout Tour was featuring Avicii. He was doing it for free.
Damn.
He was just like, yeah, we'll do it.
Damn.
And now, and then as it grew bigger,
Did you take a pill to show him you're cool?
it was like every
Fish in a barrel, baby.
Haven't talked once. Boom, got one.
every frat we went to, and then it graduated to I guess theaters, right? Irving Plaza type places.
Yeah.
And then they did the Duncan Center or whatever.
No, DCU Center.
DCU Center. But yeah, I mean, it
was.
was just, these guys were all between 20 and 25, traveling from state to state, frat to frat, bar to bar, playing techno music.
That must have been crazy.
Doing drugs.
I drank every day for 3 days.
I mean, the kids were
Wow.
the kids showing up were.
I piss on that.
I went to one of them. I couldn't hang. You were doing
chaos. We'd say a prayer before every show because we had no insurance or anything. We'd say a prayer that someone wouldn't die in the crowd that night.
There was one kid getting blasted with the foam machine that one time.
Yeah.
It's gotta be terrible for you.
One guy got hit in the eye we had those giant bottles of champagne, right?
Yep.
He popped the champagne. Cork hit him in the eye, sued us.
Yeah.
It was madness, dude.
Wow.
He was like, shot.
If you're ever bored on YouTube, put in Barstool Blackout Tour. Put in Delaware was the foam show, the first foam one.
Jesus.
It is fucking absolute
They all dressed up in
chaos.
mascot outfits and shit. Darth Vader, all these movie costumes. Feidelberg was dressed up in a giant frog. And there's a compilation of Feidelberg. Dude, it's my favorite thing ever.
I would Gaz, who's Paul, one of the sales guys here. I don't know what the fuck he does anymore. We called him sales guy at the time. And he would encourage me for the video. He'd get me hyped up. He'd get a couple of drinks in me. He'd be like, dude, you know what? When the beat drops, you got to make sure you crowd surf, stage dive. And at the time, probably 6'1", 220, and everyone in the front row was just 17-year-old girls on Molly.
No.
I would take it out like a fucking plane crashing in the forest. Dude, I jumped every fucking night. I think I got caught 3 times total.
There's a compilation of the smoke machines going like that, and he jumps and the smoke hits, and then as it disappears, he's just on the ground. It's so awesome, man. But yeah, that was man, I wish by that point I was a little bit older. I was almost engaged. It was if I don't know how you guys did it, man.
It
I don't know how you're still standing
fun.
this day. That was the thing. I remember everyone was like, that must be awesome, and they were like, get me the fuck out
Bro,
of
it
his
was
life.
the weirdest thing too because we brought all our own equipment, so we were doing it mostly at bars. There was a little run where it was like a little bigger venues. It was mostly in bars, and we'd bring all our own equipment, our own like fucking trestles or
Black
trestles, whatever we
lights
call them,
and
and like we'd hang all the shit up. So if you were lucky enough to convince a girl to fuck you, at the end of the night we had to break down. So we'd be like, can you just go sit in the corner for an hour and a half while I do manual labor?
Oh, no.
Break it down at the end would be fucking horrendous.
Huh?
Every
That'd be terrible.
Yeah.
And then they have a show the
crazy,
next
like,
While
night.
you're fucked up,
Yeah, everyone's fucked up. It was crazy. It worked. It was like doing some like pretty like the lights were heavy. It's not scaffolding, but whatever you call the fucking things. And like it was not construction, obviously, but
You
it
also
was
just
like,
guys didn't know what the fuck you were doing.
Right, I had no idea
It's
what
not like
we
we
were
had union guys who
and
know what they're doing.
we were
you know?
10 drinks deep and probably either Coke or Molly.
Yeah.
Like, we were.
It was
we
great.
were
though.
fucking running.
The Gronkowskis were at one, just in
Dude,
costumes. and nobody knew.
Gronk came to a full one. And he just stayed in costume the whole time.
So
He
the
walked
dan-
out like a mascot.
the dancing
costume
bear
the
on
whole
stage
time.
playing on Sunday, and he's fucking dancing to the
Wow.
blackout door.
Good
Nobody
for him.
knew. It was great, man. But I think to bring it back, if we had a nice bus that we treated nice and all that shit, because I'd imagine you got trash.
your bus
the
doesn't
anymore.
get too bad.
No, doesn't. The next one I have is I bought one. I'm building it out, and that one's gonna be. I think that's my grown-up bus. That's my grown-up
about
bus.
you's grown up, Bert.
That's my grown-up bus.
What exactly does a grown up bus mean? What,
Is
you
it-
drink wine?
No. It's gonna be less bunks. So right now,
the bunks were great.
I know.
I do love the bunks.
Yeah,
I
well,
do.
I've
I've never done it,
slept
but
in
the
one.
one thing I
nice.
think is kind of
Okay.
like fun about that is like you pop your head up, you're like, "What's up, dude?"
That's the best part. It's like summer camp.
Yeah.
Summer camp when everyone
yeah.
wakes up and they're like, someone farts and someone goes, "What did that asshole say?" And then everyone starts laughing.
And then you see one guy's sheet moving, and you're like, he's jerking it. But we had Joey Diaz, you, Big J. It was a sleep
Talking
apnea
about it. It was
convention.
a great snores and farts, dude. The back of that bus.
It was Auschwitz.
Yeah.
That fucking bus. And Joey ate mushrooms one night.
Oh, God.
Was that the one
Joey's
we had
te-
to stop? Was it? What,
Oh,
did he
yeah.
get off?
Yeah,
He
we
got
had to
off.
stop.
He had to get off.
Ron had to. He rolled up. He was like, "Dog, I can't do it. I'm fucking dying in here." And Ron
Like,
had
he
to
just
drive
got
him
off
to
the
a
bus.
hotel and
He's
just
like,
got
I'm not
off the
sleeping
bus.
on this bus.
He was uncomfortable or some
Yeah, I
shit.
guess.
No, he took a fucking ounce of mushrooms
Oh.
and ate fucking 1,000 milligrams of marijuana and then got into a fucking time capsule of a bunk and was like,
Yeah, it was
like-
huge. That must have
yeah,
been wild.
and was like with his sleep apnea mask. He was Chris Pratt
travels
from
with
that
that.
fucking movie, and he was like, and then he woke up in the middle of the night and was like, dog. Manzi woke me up. He goes, "Hey, Joey's not feeling good," and I was like, "Wrong curtain." Talking to someone else.
Yeah.
I'm not dealing with Joey right now. Fuck that. Last thing I want to do is a fucking angry Joey Diaz at 3 a.m. having a panic attack because he's on fucking mushrooms. I go, tell him to go talk to Ron. They'll work it out.
Yeah. He's the only guy who takes mushrooms at the end of the night.
Yeah. He's
Yet all of a sudden you end up puking in a casino on an Asian woman. You know what I mean?
I missed her.
well, she was fucking quick.
Yeah.
Did that happen?
Light on those feet.
Oh yeah.
When
What
we were in
happened?
Amsterdam,
We hate
we
mushrooms.
went and we got like
Truffles.
Truffles, those
the
stink.
truffle. Yeah,
Dude,
they're
I didn't
not,
like
not
them.
the dry. They're wet. You know.
Yeah.
And it hit John wrong, and as he was going to the bathroom, he like. This little Asian woman was walking in front of him, and she did like a look over the shoulder because John was like starting to run.
Oh.
And I saw her. She kind of did like a little high step. She was like trying to get
Yeah,
away from
yeah.
it, and just
I was
watching him
behind her
puke while
like a
she ran.
fucking-
Oh, it was amazing.
I was behind her like a car like leaning on the horn. Like I was like, listen, lady, you better get the fuck out of the way because something's coming down the pike right now.
You puked and rallied though. That was
Yeah,
a
you
good
did
puke
move
and rally.
rally, and then I walked out thick with cash.
Yeah, you
That was a
fucking
fucking
asshole.
great fucking day.
What were you playing?
I was going to put
Roulette.
1,000 on. I was going to put because you got to gamble on Chinese New Year's. We're celebrating Chinese New Year's.
Yeah, that was you're such a dick. He was like, I'm gonna put 1,000 on red. I was like, I'll do it with you, man. We'll just like do it together. And he just didn't do it, and I did.
No.
Black.
I put like 500 on red and then 500 on 11. So I was like,
right.
maybe one of them will hit, and it didn't hit. And then he walked out, and then I was like, all right, well, hold on. I don't want to walk out with money. I want to get rid of the money because that's part of Asian New Year's. Just spend the money, gamble it away. It's fine. It's part of getting good luck for the year.
Well,
So
good.
I
got a
went in
lot
my
then.
pocket and I had a bunch of cash. I said, whatever it is, just put it on red, and it hit.
Damn.
And I'd said, and this is the interesting thing, is I had said to Kevin earlier, gambling doesn't really mean anything to me anymore because I make money. So like winning or losing $1,000 isn't gonna break me, so I don't feel the rush anymore.
Right.
And I looked at him and I was like, "It's rolling." I go, "I don't feel it. I don't feel it. I don't feel it." And she goes, "Red," and I went, "I feel it. I fucking feel it."
I was lying to you guys. I feel it.
Hey guys, it's my wife. She doesn't know I'm here. Hey, what's up, babe?
Oh, shut up. What are you doing?
I'm doing a podcast. I'll call you later, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, bye.
All right, bye.
This is pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Like,
This would be great. This would be great if we could be drunk right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why you're sober, John.
Getting there.
Huh?
What are you sober
I don't
for?
know why you're
Good
sober.
question. Actually, you know what? I got to pee. I'll get a high noon.
Yeah. Good for you.
You know, I mean, I feel like everybody woke up a little dragging today.
Oh, we're banged
No,
up.
not everyone.
Well,
He was going.
Fresh
Yeah,
as a daisy,
I
this
got
guy.
after it. But I wake up, my penance or whatever, the thing that I pay is all, we were saying this earlier, it's all internal. You don't know it because I don't like showing it to people.
Yeah.
So like I'll feel bad and I just hide it, and I just, like, Pete will see it. Pete knows when I'm going through it, but like I just try to like fake it almost and go, or even when I'm by
yourself you're
myself,
okay.
I just go,
Yeah.
let's work out, let's
Honestly,
do something.
it's kind of thoughtful. Like I mope like a fucking bitch all day.
Yeah.
It's
same.
kind of
Yeah,
fucking
don't
annoying.
put your hangover on me, man.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Right.
like, oh great.
No, that is
fucking,
nice.
you're like, come on, guys.
You suck it up.
I feel like you always get a bad, hangover anxiety.
I do.
Oh,
You always
the
beat
worst.
yourself up. It's like, dude, it was a totally normal night. You're fine.
Yeah.
You're always
yeah.
like, no, I'm never drinking again. I was like,
Well, I don't say that. I'm pretty. I'm practical.
you had a couple runs at Barstool there.
Oh, there was some.
I'm not
There
doing
was
that.
some Barstool ones that was like, I'm gonna take a week off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Well,
put down
you know
social
what,
media, take a week off.
Between you and O'Connor.
Well, Connor's fucking Eeyore, dude. Every day.
Yeah, he is a
Every
bummer.
day. He's
I like him.
hungover and he's like, oh God.
This is
Yeah.
all the time.
This is it. My life's over.
Yeah.
Shut up.
And then we'll go get
And
fucked
you're
up.
drunk
He's like,
10 hours later.
yeah. It's pretty fun.
I feel like the comedy world's in a good spot now. I feel like everybody's kind of like nobody's really doing COVID jokes anymore. I think everyone's kind of settled
I
in
did one
on
last
like
night.
So did I.
well, like
This will stop me from getting sunburnt.
it's brutal, right?
Yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
You know, like you guys did the YouTube thing, like kind of pioneered through that, and like we know that works now.
No,
you know who's getting.
I'm good.
You know, specials, like all that shit. Where it's just like I feel like everything's kind of set now, and now you can just do your thing and crush it.
Yeah, but you don't want to let your foot off the gas too much because you never know when it'll go away.
Yeah.
But maybe that's me being
Well,
paranoid.
that's also what's
No,
the fucking
yeah.
social media stuff is kind of a pain in the ass with. Like
Oh,
if
totally.
you start to build your social media, and then they just switch the algorithm or switch the rules, and
Yeah.
you're like, well, what the fuck, you know? So
Yeah, YouTube got all queefy now. If you curse in the first 5 minutes, they
Brutal.
dock you.
brutal.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, it's why people are like bleeping out saying
Like
fuck.
we on our Barstool like main accounts, we bleep out the words and we bleep out
you
the
son of a bitch.
the text.
Thank you.
I'm good. It'll right your boat.
yeah.
The best part about booze is it doesn't let you down. It's there for you when you want it again. You can turn your back on it all you want, and it just stays there and goes, "Hey, man, I'm here for you.
Yep.
I knew you'd be back."
Nipples.
Yeah, you can feel it in the nipples. You
When
get
you get
hard.
your sip.
Yeah.
Yeah, for a sip.
I'm excited for
nipples
my
get hard?
first beer of
My
the
nipples
night.
get hard when I drink something cold. Yeah, when I get cold.
Really?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Really?
I never
Yeah.
even thought of it.
Bro, if I catch a wind the wrong way, my nipples get hard.
You got weird nipples.
Still soft.
My
puffy.
nipples also,
nipples
they
are
point the
hard.
wrong way. My nipples go out like that. It's bizarre.
Mine don't get hard very easily. I have perfect nipples. Like, I love my
You got
nipples.
nice nipples.
Let
man.
me see these nipples.
Well, come on, man. It's my thing.
Oh, never mind. That's
Pretty
like
solid
fucking
nipples.
horrific.
They're beautiful. They're almost like island nipples.
They're good island nipples.
Yeah. Like a cartoon island.
They
It has
are
like
the,
one tree on it and a dog.
Yeah. Cartoon Island.
They are the opposite of Glenny Ball's nipples. Those fucking wonky-eyed. Was I talking to you about that at Amsterdam?
Privately, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the motherfucker's shirtless every
All the
weekend.
time. First said something. He's like, yeah, that guy's got like breast cancer or something like that.
No, I know. I said it's. I don't like shitting on Glenny Boss. I love that dude, but it's clear what side he sleeps on.
Right. That's you know.
Yeah, because that happened to me. I started noticing that was happening to me. Is that my left side was getting fatter. And it like noticeably, like my body was, there was more fat on my left side. And I was like, is that even fucking possible? And then I realized my right shoulder, I can't sleep on my right shoulder. So I always sleep on my left side. And so why wouldn't fat just fall that way?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
right?
you're there for 8 hours.
Yeah. 8 hours a day, every day.
I'm not moving, just laying there.
Out, crushing an arm.
That's the thing about
Like,
your,
why don't I lay on my stomach and lose some fucking weight?
that's the thing about your gut. It's hard as a rock.
Yeah. So Taylor was saying that to me. He goes, I saw you in that video. Your gut doesn't move around. It's not like it's loose.
No jiggle.
It's hard, right?
Yeah.
That's the beer belly, right? Like
I don't know what it is. I don't know.
I'm kind of the same way. My gut is hard.
Like
Yeah.
you're a barrel.
Really?
You got like a barrel chest.
I got a barrel
fucking
chest.
Gallbladder stones.
It's probably the cirrhosis.
Shit and blood.
Yeah, but do you want to know if you have cirrhosis or you just want to die? Like one day you're gonna die anyway.
Well, it's pretty hard to not know. You fucking turn yellow. You turn the colors.
Yeah,
fucking
Yeah,
Jaundice.
your eyes
Real
turn
jaundice
yellow.
sets in.
My
You're
cat
all
got
skin
jaundice.
turns.
Really?
You're good.
You're good. You're
fine.
golden.
You
Okay,
got
good.
that chocolate chip cookie, tan
I
cookie.
had a cat who died with jaundice.
Really?
Yeah, it got out. It went outside. It was out for like a month because a dog came into our house and it just
fucking
left.
hit
It's
the
not
bottle the
Tybalt,
whole
is it?
time.
No, Tybalt's still going.
Tybalt's
This was Deuce McAllister. That was my cat, Deuce McAllister.
How old is Tybalt?
He's getting up there, dude. He's probably like 8 or 9. He's a good
Oh, they
cat.
live longer than that,
Yeah,
though, don't
he's there. He's locked in. But I wasn't there, and I liked Deuce. And Deuce clearly got mauled to death by an animal.
Oh, no.
But they didn't tell me that until like recently.
Yeah.
They said it came home like it was yellow because it was malnourished, but it was like crawling back to get to our house with like an eye hanging out.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
they found it in the yard like trying to get home.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, shot it or
Kill it. Yeah, my dad killed it.
shovel?
I think, I
hammer.
think he gave it a bonk.
I know a guy who.
Yeah, he just came out there and was like, "You fuck."
I love that last night. How you described Leanne, the family disciplined dogs with shovels.
That's our family.
That's a good
Our
line.
family's an interesting family.
It's so incredibly descriptive. It's like I know exactly what you're talking about right now.
Thank you to Manscaped for sponsoring this episode. I know if you're anything like me, you've had the Manscaped, you use it for your peen area, and you know that once or twice a year you trim your beard, once or twice a month, however far into puberty you are, you kind of staring at that Manscaped like, this is such a great trimmer, such a great trimmer. Should I use it on my face without cleaning it? Should I use it on my face without cleaning it? And you inevitably did. Let's be honest, you inevitably used it. But now Manscaped's gone from waist to face. You can get everything there now. Trim your whole body. The Beard Hedger Pro Kit is a kit that's going to change your life. Okay, it starts with the Beard Hedger. It's an electric beard hair trimmer, premium beard sculpting machine, cordless trimmer, hugely important piece. You can get it. Well, actually, I guess you don't have to get off the toilet anymore because guess what? You're using your face in this one. Well, if your toilet is good for one region, you can do the other region over the face. It also has the bearded shampoo conditioner because all your hair is different. And your beard hair is much more coarse and easier to damage, so you got to use a special one. Beard oil, beard balm, you got everything. You can get 20% off and free shipping with our code KFC at manscaped.com. 20% off, free shipping at manscaped.com. Use our code KFC. Get the Beard Pro Kit. Beard Hedger Pro Kit. Bearder sounds good too, though.
Man, it's so cool. Christian McCaffrey's over there.
It was wild, man.
Christian McCaffrey.
Some of the names. I mean, last night was between.
Christian, Shane wants to say goodbye to you.
Oh, God damn it.
Is that a player?
Don't embarrass me in front of the cool players.
He said he never got a one-on-one picture.
No, I do, dude. You're the best. I was just being coy.
I mean, that green room last night between all you guys, Nate Bargatze, the Chiefs O-line. I mean, it was like.
Yeah.
It was
Do you think
like,
I could catch him?
Christian?
Be like right now, if I was like, hey
No,
man, try to
NFL
get away from me.
linebackers
Try to get
can't.
away from me.
I'm putting my money on Christian.
Yeah.
Bert,
Like in an
you would
open,
fall.
in an
You would be able
open
to-
like
you would hurt.
field type situation.
No, just like in the sand.
Right now in
over
the
there.
You're
house.
gonna fall down.
If I go, hey man, you can't get out of the. Hang on, don't let him leave. You can't get out of this box, right?
Get hurt.
You can't get out of this box,
Bird tackling him.
and you got 5 minutes, and you can't let me take you to the ground. You can't let me.
You started wrestling?
No, like we start over there, and he's just got to stay away from me.
You are sneaky athletic, but that's one of the most athletic humans.
Yeah, right.
On earth.
Like
I've said some really stupid fucking things.
Yeah, you have.
Some really stupid things
about like sports, like when you said you could like beat up Stylebender.
Well, hold on, I didn't say
that-
No,
that
he
is
said
actually-
Nate Diaz recently.
Yeah, Nate Diaz was a
Hold
bad
on,
one.
hold on. Both
The
these are-
Stylebender one is
And I
great
was-
when you even out with the
Hold on, you're
drinks.
gonna like this. Nate was supposed to come down to this, and I was texting him and I was like, "You got to help me out and surprise Bert in the locker room before the show. Just come in, just swinging on him. He would love it. He would slap you,
dude. That was one of the dumbest things I've ever said.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, that was actually.
Was there
that's
any
actually
caveat
like,
to that one? Like
because there's sometimes I'll make a joke and for whatever reason, I don't let on that it's a joke or I play it too serious. Like so, I mean, it did about Tom the other day, but that one with Nate was dumb as fuck. So I go, do you think me and you could? Because it's the same thing, right? I go, do you think me and you could beat up Nate Diaz? And he goes, no. I said, what if he wasn't expecting it? And he was like, no. And then I don't know. I guess I was like, "Well, Nate, if you ever see me and Tom, watch your fucking back." But it was meant to be a joke, and then they cut it right where the laugh happens. God damn it! Put the fucking laugh back in, Tom. But like, it would be cool to see. Like, I would like to see like feats of strength and ability with every man, and then these superhumans. Like, because when you see a man, like when we were with you were talking about the back room,
The O-line.
like
those. I mean, those guys were. You know,
comically large.
I mean, this crew though,
hilarious.
you guys are big guys. It was like, it's a crew of bigger dudes, and then the O line walked in, and we were all little baby
boys.
peanuts.
I walked out like one of the bigger guys in the room, went to the bathroom, came back, was like the third shortest guy in the room.
They
What
were
the
huge.
fuck happened here?
And they're all faster than you and strong. It's not like they're just like
but like
big
Orlando
fats.
Brown, you put him in a hotel room, right? In a hotel room, and then it's the 5 of us.
We would get mauled.
No, I
We'd be
think
like
5
the
of
fucking
us.
Revenant.
I think we can take it.
That would
Wait,
be.
so we're just fighting or
We have to render him unconscious.
Oh, we got this.
I think we got that. I think we got that.
Can we use?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hang on,
First of all, I'm like
Here's my
useless.
logic. My logic with this is Robbie Fox, who does MMA for us. He does a great job. He's the man. He recently, or at least he reposted recently, he was interviewing some badass. I don't know MMA that well. But I don't know, some fucking big tough guy. And Robbie's a skinny little dude.
Yeah.
And he was like, how many me's would it take to fight you in a back alley? And that MMA guy, who is, I would think, a tougher fighter than Orlando Brown, that MMA guy was like, he said probably 6 or 7 of you.
Oh wow!
And Robbie's
a skinny cat.
And
he's
he
not
did,
very
the MMA guy
intimidating.
laid out why. He's like growing up, like I was always getting jumped and shit like that because I was a tough guy. So I had like strategies for how to fight more than one person. And
Wow.
he said after 4 or 5 it got hard.
It's just like too much.
Yeah.
Jesus.
All right.
I love that conversation. Like I wanted to do a show where you put a backpack with $100,000 in it on the back of John Jones in a ring, and you go,
Get as
all
much as
right,
you can.
Shane, you get to pick. We just pick you and like 80 of your friends. Can you get that backpack off of him?
That's a Squid Game right there.
Yeah.
Right.
But like it's simple.
I mean, I
simple
just
with
think-
Christian like there. Could he
He
not?
would shake you.
So quick.
You would fall down.
First of all, I get winded.
Yeah.
I get real winded.
Also, any of these guys, if they're fighters, you take one punch or kick and you're fucking
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And not even a knockout. We're talking you hit me like in the body.
I got the
It's
wind
over.
knocked down me by a tree.
I mean, we were talking about it with Rogan. It was you,
Oh,
me, and
yeah.
Ari, and they were like, "I think we could take him." And Joe, without
he
it,
was
he
like,
was
"Yeah,
like, "I would fuck you guys up." And he was right, dude.
And he mapped out what would happen, and it was completely
It was
right.
one leg kick, it's over for all of us.
That's where I made one of my larger missteps with Joe was when I started challenging him in that first sober October, like really going after him
Yeah, he's a psycho.
because he is a fucking
That
psycho.
riles
He's
him
a
up.
competitive.
Oh yeah, I said he did a video with him and his dog, and he was like, "Hey Marshall, we're out here doing 2 miles. Me and Marshall, my good buddy Marshall, Sober October, having a great time. I hope you guys are getting after it. And then I was like, and I didn't have my dog with me. I was just doing a hike, and I was like, what's up? I'm out here running with my dog Priscilla. Joe, I saw your post. Bitch, you do 2 miles, I do 4. How you like that? You do 4, I do 8. You do 5, I'll do 20. I go, isn't that right, Priscilla? And then I'm like, Priscilla? Oh shit, I lost my dog. It was a joke, right?
Yeah.
Joe did not get the joke. All he heard was, you do 2, I do 4. And the next day, he fucking broke his sprinkler system in his fucking gym working out.
Jesus
And,
Christ.
he is
steam off of his body. Set off he took a picture of it. It's hilarious. He's on like the elliptical.
Yeah.
Wow.
He went
crazy.
fucking,
Right, he treadles harder than
and then
these.
he said, he goes, when we did this last Sober October, I think it was this, or yeah, I think it was. He goes, let's not do the whole challenge thing. Let's just do something we can all do together and have fun with it. And he goes, because I want to murder Bert. and Tom goes, yeah. He goes, no. He goes, I think I have visualizations of murdering Bert. Because Bert gets in my head, because I have this weird sneaky part of me that does sometimes win, and Joe. That's why you couldn't take him, because he's already got everything mapped out.
Yeah.
Going, you will not win. I will fucking win. I will beat you.
Remember the antibodies?
Yeah.
We took these antibodies tests at his studio, and he's like,
I tell you what,
look at mine, and yours were like up neck and neck, and he was like, what the fuck?
You have good antibodies?
I did at the time, yeah.
Yeah.
This is a
I
year
must have
ago.
like just
We've
had
been
it.
talking about getting our testosterone levels tested, see who has the lowest T.
I don't even want to see
My
that.
my tea's in the shitter.
I read something that the average 20-year-old male today has the same testosterone level as a 65-year-old in 2000.
Whoa.
And that's not that long ago. We're not talking like in 1965.
Yeah.
So we're all just like low T pussies these days.
What do you think that is?
They said it was
Probably
like
protests.
It's a vaccine.
No, they did say like diet and drinking and smoking, but they're also like higher stress and just like other shit like
Phone
it sucks to
shit.
it's like not as cool and fun to be a guy anymore.
That's
I'm
true.
trying to get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there's some. I think you also can get cancer from it or some shit though.
No. Not when you do it the
there's
levels
some
that
bad
like.
side effects if you do too much tea or something.
Oh no, yeah. If you're doing Winstrol and you're like stacking them.
I've done that. We got it from Russia.
Really?
Whoa.
I got it mailed to, this is the old Barstool office in Milton. I got it mailed there because I was scared if like the police would deliver it to my house. So I got it mailed to work so I could blame it on someone else. If, like,
What does it do?
Did
it work?
Into Superman.
Bro, you have to try Winstrol.
Oh, really?
Dude, it is fucking crazy.
Superhuman?
Dude, I took it, and I can't believe I've had my body checked since, and I did not do any permanent damage to anything. And I can't believe I didn't, because I didn't stop drinking or anything. Like, I went, still going out, but like taking fucking Russian Winstrol on the side.
Yeah.
Like I suck at pull-ups. I've never been able to do pull-ups. And like day 2 in the gym, I was just busting out like 14.
Wow.
Coming around, just touching
That's
myself.
crazy.
I was like, I am made of stone. It was awesome. I can't recommend Winstrol highly enough.
Wow.
I got my full blood panel done and I sent it down to the company down in Austin that does all the. I've gotten what's the fucking stem cells?
Stem cell.
Yeah, I've done stem cells with them. And I sent it to them, like, your testosterone is super low. They put you on a cocktail, not to, like, send it through the roof, but just get it to normal levels.
Right.
And, secret time, my cardiologist suggested I get on testosterone because he said, it'll help repair any damage you've ever done to your liver.
Whoa.
Really?
That's big.
There's a little cheat code.
Little cheat code.
Now then you start drinking again.
Well, no, and then I was like, well, what if I do too much? He goes, well, then it damages it, but don't do too much.
Yeah.
Check your liver. He goes, you need to check your levels and follow. And he's like, I think it'll be good for you.
Did you feel a difference? Like
I haven't done it yet. I haven't done it.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
I did my thing when I went to Europe, and then I'm waiting to talk to my guy, Brigham. Shout out to Brigham.
I feel like we should all be on HGH, testosterone, whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah.
The natural shit. I'm not saying I don't want to do anabolic steroids. Not doing primobolan.
You should.
Let's just do a little HGH.
Did you have to inject?
Huh?
No, I had a pill.
Oh, it's Bill. Okay.
No, it comes in a Russian cock. He's got to blow loads in your ass. It's Winstrol, man. To make you feel good.
Let me hit you guys with 2 hypotheticals and we'll get out of here before we die in the sun. One, you have to score a bucket on a 5th grader, you get $1 million.
What race?
8th grader, you get $5 million. A varsity high school player, you get 10.
I'm done.
D1 player, you get like 50. NBA player, you get like 500 million, and then a prime Kobe, you got $600 million. You just got to score a basket.
And you can just pull up for a jumper.
So that's what I was thinking. Is like you could just get lucky and fucking check it up, throw a Hail Mary, maybe it goes in. But you could just
I could back down a fucking 8th
5.
grader.
Yeah. You 5th grader, you're out.
8th.
Oh, I was gonna say
I
you could do
bully
it.
an 8th grader.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think you could back down.
I could back down most high schoolers.
Like a varsity player, you probably.
I don't know. Where are we? Like good?
That's the thing.
Are they
Like, you know,
good?
what race? Where are they playing?
Right.
Like, are they like a, 170-pound junior who's made varsity, or are they like, I'm going.
Yeah.
But that's that's
Trench
the
coat
rub.
mafia.
that's
One of
the
those
rub.
Dylan Klebold.
Yeah.
So you're going 8th grader?
Yeah.
For 5.
Yeah.
Who are you going?
5th grader. Yeah, because I want to make sure I get my money.
Yeah. Dude, it's a
See?
no-brainer 5th grade. I suck at basketball, so it makes it easier. But
I
it's
do
a
suck at
no-brainer 5th grade.
basketball.
If I had money like you guys, though, I'd be like, let's try fucking
Well,
prime
do you
Kobe.
lose anything?
No.
No.
Oh, all right.
Then let it rip, But
Yeah.
it's more the opportunity, like, oh man, I could have had $1 million
Right.
by putting a layup on this fucking 10-year-old.
Oh, I'm not.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm shooting a jumper, and I know for at a certain level at D1, they are going to D me up, and I'm gonna not get my jumper off.
Right.
And so I'm not. I know I don't even have a shot. Those
Yeah, you
guys.
can't even get, they'll close out. Did you play, like, you can pick up a lot of sports. I don't think I've ever seen you play basketball.
Yeah, I was playing
You
with
play-
Tom the day he broke his knee.
Oh, right.
Yeah. I was doing a thing called just fucking around because I'm a comedian. And Tom, what had happened, and I don't want to get too into the weeds on this, but what had happened is I had beaten Tom so handily in anything we'd ever done that this was the first time he was starting
He had
to
an
excel.
edge. Yeah.
And he wanted to really so we had played
Because
tennis.
he had won the dunk contest.
We played. Well, did he? Did he? We played tennis, and I beat him so bad it in front of his children.
I remember.
It deflated.
You could
into
hear
a
him
place-
talking on the podcast about that. You could hear it in his voice that he was like, "Oh fuck!" Like that killed him.
It
How badly
started.
you
He
beat
goes,
him.
I've been taking tennis lessons. I said, I'll destroy you. And he goes, you've never seen me play. I said, I don't need to. And he goes, you don't know if I'm good. And I said, no, I don't. I know how good I am. I will destroy you. And he goes, then let's play. I said, let's fucking play. So we get out, and he's feeling confident, and he's doing an interview. You can see this is the best part. He's doing an interview with the camera, and behind, I'm serving to his tennis coach, and I let one go. And his tennis coach comes up to him, and he goes, your boy's got a D1 serve. And he's like, what? And he goes, we miscalculated this. It's going to be rough. And I aced him 27 times.
I mean,
I
that
aced
is
him
so demoralizing.
so much that it was so demoralizing. And his children were there. His wife was there. They were cheering for him. Come on, Daddy.
No.
You can do this. And he
At
was
that
like,
point, you got to
he
go
was
home.
just-
Christina's got to know. Get the kid. Let's go.
Did you
We're
ever see me and Matt versus Big J and Lewis in basketball?
I've
All
heard
time.
stories about this.
Classic.
It's the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You
Like
dominated
we started playing,
those guys.
we were just on the podcast talking shit, and they were showing their highlights because they played each other one-on-one.
Yeah.
They can't play basketball. Like
No.
we suck, but they
Yeah.
literally can't play. Jay's not bad, but they can't play. And we were like, well, you guys can't play. They're like, we'll beat you. It's like, dude, well, what?
Yeah.
We'll kill you. You can't. And then we played and we beat them 12-0.
It was.
They had it was
The
it was
clip I
crazy.
see, they were like
We were,
arguing with
fighting.
each other.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta
Like-
guard him, man. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
The whole thing fell apart.
I feel like Matt was.
we
when-
had like bad blood for like it was like
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
didn't
that
like
was
each other
awkward
for like
It
a
was
month.
tense.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, with that all that built into Tom's brain, when we go to play basketball, he says to me, the first thing he says is, literally as we step on the court, he goes, the average male over 40, if he plays basketball, blows out his knee. Yeah. And I went, for real? And he goes, that's the number one way men our age get hurt. And I heard that, and I went, and this is just from doing so much television, I go, 50% looks like 75%, 75% looks like 100%. I'm just going to fuck around out here.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
not
hurt
risky.
myself.
Yeah.
I'm not going to go up for anything. I'm not going to fucking try to fucking do anything nice. But Tom was actually pretty good at basketball. And he goes up to do a dunk, and we both dunk. Then he goes up another, we both dunk. Then he goes up to another dunk, and I can't get it, and he gets it. And that is the second that you hear Ving Rhames say, that sting you feel, that's your ego kicking your ass. Ignore it. Because Tom felt that sting. He was like, time to put a hurt on him. Yeah. Next thing you know, I got a fucking weight belt around him, and I'm carrying him out of a fucking car into a fucking van.
Oh, Jesus.
I can't watch that snap. It's so brutal.
The noise. Oh, God.
It was... Dude, it was so fucking tough. That whole period was like, but man, God bless him. Obviously I'll shit on Tom all day, but like that was a moment in his life where he was like, I am going to change my life. I will never let that happen again.
Damn, he's fucking jacked now.
Yeah,
shit, that's why he did it?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, he was like,
he broke his arm and he was like, all right,
I'm done.
It's time to get jacked.
Yeah.
Last one was if you had a terminal disease, how few years left would you need for it to affect your everyday life? Where you would wake up in the morning and be like, I've only got blah, blah, blah years or months or whatever left, so I'm going to go do my bucket list and travel and whatever.
Oh, interesting.
I feel like it might be.
It's funny. I said one time
to
Leanne, if I got a terminal disease, or I said to Dr. Drew maybe, I said, if I got a terminal disease, I'd probably want to have sex with like all the chicks, like a bunch of porn stars, all the chicks I never had sex with. And then Dr. Drew was like, yeah, but you will die. Why don't you just do that anyway? And I went, because I love my wife. And he goes, then the answer is you love your wife. Don't fucking do that. Wouldn't you want to be with her? And I was like,
shut up, Dr. Drew.
Like, fucking meta on this.
Fucking gay ball. Leave me alone.
That's a great question. How many years before?
I don't really get it. If someone tells you have 10 years to live, tomorrow you're just doing your regular life, 10 years.
See, I don't know about that.
Really? You would start to do shit different 10?
Yeah.
Dude, mine's like 1. If you told me I had 2 years left, I'd talk about it, but I wouldn't really change it.
Yeah.
If I have 2 years left, I'm still going to work every day.
Yeah.
True.
I don't have money. I don't have enough money not to.
Yeah.
Like, maybe if I'm in a different position, I would fucking quit my job and.
I also feel like you would do things differently for like a week, and then it'd be like, all right, well, I got
fuck, I'm still here.
80 more weeks to go. I'm just gonna play video games again.
The beauty is you get that sympathy though.
Yeah.
Everybody knows you're dying. You really, you get merch.
Oh man.
You really let everybody know.
Definitely going on tour.
I keep telling him if
I got 5 years, I'm on tour 4 of them.
Exactly.
On tour hard.
Yeah, cancel tour.
This guy would die.
When I was 22 years old, I got involved with the rock. This is the last time you'll ever hear.
You're emaciated.
Yeah. Take my shirt off and you're.
That's actually pretty sad.
Yeah.
Totally.
Cancer, Bert. Jesus Christ.
No.
All right, we'll end it on that.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
No, we got one. If you could punch one Instagram model in the stomach. No, okay.
Go with the pregnant
Shane
one.
and I did a podcast one time where we got so fucked up at the end. We're saying stuff going like, we got to edit all this out.
The whole thing. Like 3 hours. It was terrible.
Release it, man. Release the lost tapes. All right, boys. Thanks. You're all on tour. Everybody knows you. You're famous. Everybody knows where to get your tickets. So,
nice.
Thanks, guys.
I love you guys.
Comedy.
Love you.
Make sure you subscribe to KFC Radio on YouTube to get all the video content. Subscribe, comment, like, and make sure you turn on the bell notifications so you know whenever new video content drops.
I want to say something, but the video has to be faster. That's it.